Good evening and welcome to 549's media coverage of Perham Yellowjacket activities. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's event. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by these fine sponsors: KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, and United Community Bank. Tonight's game is also brought to you by EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Horace Mann, Jack Rivers Realty, and Lakes Ace Hardware. Also proud sponsors of tonight's broadcast include New Horizons Realty, Ottertail Power Company, Nice Family Sales, Hanson Plumbing Heating, and McCall Construction. Now let's head to the press box for tonight's broadcast here on the 549 Media Network. And good evening and welcome into the Hive here in beautiful downtown Perham as the Perham Yellowjackets get ready to take on the Thief River Falls Prowlers here in the Section 8 2A quarterfinals. It's the Prowlers and the Yellowjackets in a rematch of a game from just about a week ago up in Thief River Falls where the Yellowjackets picked up a 72-67 victory. I'm Jason Groth. I'm joined by Lance Rock. And Lance, we've had a great day of basketball already. And now it's time for the nightcap in Section 8 2A.
Right, 6A starting off, 2 games here. Just filled the gym and packed, and great atmosphere, and I don't expect anything any less tonight. Jason, as we get going, and you started us off really great. It was really a battle of 2 halves up at the brick house or brickyard up in Thief River Falls as Yellowjackets came out just on fire and built a big lead. And all at once, here come the Thief River Falls Prowlers storming back, and it was a 1 or 2 point game with a few seconds to go, and the Yellowjackets escape with a win. But everybody's 0-0 right now, and I'm looking forward to whoever's the most aggressive and most physical tonight, maybe the one taking home the gold prize here.
And in an interview where we have with Kyle Haberman coming up in a few minutes during this pregame show, he talked about Thief River Falls and one of the things that they really excel at, and you mentioned physicality, it's how they attack the boards as the Prowlers come onto the court here. They really like to attack the boards and are strong on the glass. That's been something that hasn't really been a strength for the Yellowjackets, but the Yellowjackets, a team this year that a lot of people would say have exceeded expectations, coming in at 19-6, 13-3, winning the Heart of the Lakes Conference and earning the number 2 seed. And in that game, Alex Bloom, you said, being attacking and physical, Alex Bloom had 25 points, most of those in the first half, had a big first half. And it'll be interesting to see what Thief River Falls adjustments are against him, who the Yellowjackets are going to have to go to for scoring. Because you look at this Yellowjacket squad, we've talked about it all year long. They have 5-6 guys. They pretty much go too deep on the bench, but they have 5 guys that can put and fill the points up any night.
Well, there's a lot to this game, and as we start to unpack things, we're going to find out a lot from Coach Haberman. But what I see, Jason, in my eyes is you got 2 guys who really lead their team. And one, you talked about Alex Bloom for the Yellowjackets. Bridger Wilcox is that same type of player for Thief River. About 6'1", 6'2", guard, does multiple things for them. He scores in bunches. So I think if the Yellowjackets can hold him off of scoring, when I'm saying bunches, he can score 10, 12 in a 2-3 minute stretch. He's really the key cog that led them back in their game, their first game meeting this year. So they're going to have to find a way to contain them. And I am still a firm believer, Jason, that it's the little things that are going to win these playoff games. And that starts with defense. Who's playing better defense? You rebound the ball, you don't turn it over, so you have more possessions than the other team. That's the recipe, I think, for success, and that's old school basketball.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with more on our pregame show here on the 549 Media Network.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have something for everyone. Let us help you reach your fitness goals, connect with others, or just have a little fun. We offer a state-of-the-art weight room, weight resistance and cardio machines, and inspiring spin studio. If walking is your preference, our walking track is just the thing for you. We have over 20 fitness classes offered weekly. Yoga, Zabit, strength, and senior fit, those are just a few. Our aquatic center is equipped with a 6-lane lap pool, kiddie pool, and water slide. Adults can relax in the sauna and hot tub. We also offer water fitness classes and open swim for the family. Find your fit at the Pack. We'd love to have you here.
This year, United Community Bank wants to welcome you home. If you close on a new home or land purchase with United Community Bank before December 15th, you'll earn a $500 gift to a local business. Welcome home from your friends at UCB. Terms and conditions apply. Learn more at ucbankmn.com. United Community Bank, Perham, Frazee, Dent. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. NMLS number 421829.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back once again into the Hive pregame show rolls along. Now we'll take a look at our Section 8 2A tournament and how things are unfolding. First round, some exciting games. Holly knocked out Park Rapids area 51-49. Pelican Rapids took care of business over Monaga 78-20. It was Warroad all over Wadena Deer Creek with a big second half to win that one 76-44. Thief River Falls pulled away late and they earned a 10-point victory over Roseau 72-62, and DGF knocked off Crookston 59-51, so they picked the right time to snap that losing streak with a victory in the first round of the playoffs. That leads to tonight. East Grand Forks, the number one team, they had a bye. They're taking on Holly. Pelican Rapids is doing battle with Warroad as we speak, and Lance, I believe you have a score on that one.
Yeah, at halftime already. They kicked it up an hour, so 6 o'clock start. 44-32 in favor of the Vikings from Pelican Rapids.
Yeah, the Yellowjackets, Thief River Falls doing battle, and also Barnesville taking on DGF. So DGF hoping to avenge on the boys' side of things, a tough one on the girls' side last night, losing to Barnesville in the section championship of the 8-2-8 tournament. And on the Barnesville side of things for the girls, I believe they won every game by 2 points on the girls' side. So they found ways to win the close ones.
And that's what it's all about, and I think that's what we talked about earlier, doing the little things. And another thing that I'm always curious about is it's great to get that first round bye. But sometimes that's a whole long week and 2 days of practice without getting that game-type mentality. And I think a lot of these kids, it's a lot of muscle memory, what you're doing. And you kind of, not that you can't replicate that when you have practice. And we've got the battle of that tonight here.
And that's one of the things I touched on with head coach Kyle Haverman about having that bye, because usually as a 2 seed, you start that first round, you're facing a 15 seed who's usually at that point coming in with 2-3 wins, and you take care of business, get things, some of the rust and everything wore off right away. Now tonight you have a bye. You're facing a Thief River Falls team who's coming in as a 7 seed with nothing to lose and has had a game on Thursday night to get some momentum. We talked with Kyle a little bit about how they kind of handled the week, some of the things that they did. I know they did some team bonding, and they also did some quick and efficient practices is what I've been hearing.
Yeah, and at this point, you should have in what you're going to have in. What comes about right now is some little tweaks here and there that you make some adjustments of what you know from Thief River Falls. So, again, it's kind of that interesting thing when you get a bye. I would say if you were unhealthy, it's awesome, but I almost think kids would rather be on the floor and play.
We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Yellowjacket head coach Kyle Haverman on the 549 pregame show. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Hilltop Lumber on Main Street Otter Tail is your #1 stop to find building supplies for residential and commercial projects. From the initial idea to final completion of your project, at Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams. Check out Hilltop Lumber's Marvin Showcase Center and huge supply of carpeting and floor coverings, as well as hardware and lawn care for your everyday needs. See you at Hilltop Lumber Otter Tail.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Well, welcome back to the 549 pregame show. We're now joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Kyle Haberman, getting ready for the Section 8 2A quarterfinals tonight with Thief River Falls. First, overall, your thoughts on that?
Well, it's going to be a good game. You know, they're 14-9 for a reason. They've played well as of late. They played us tough a week and a half ago, and so we have to be ready to go. I think one of the things that's tricky about this particular game is they really excel at something that's maybe not necessarily our strength, and that's that they really crash the glass hard on the offensive end. Everett Nelson's just constantly mucking things up and making plays for them, and if Bridger's able to get downhill and doesn't make the tough shot, then he's typically there to get the rebound because that's where a lot of times the screen's coming from. And so we have to be able to be in a position to defend them well, be able to give them some different looks defensively. But more than anything, we'll be fine if we rebound the ball and play defense. But we got to do that for 36 minutes because this group has absolutely nothing to lose coming here tonight. And it's going to be a fun time. I think our guys are prepared. We had a good week of practice. But once you get out there and start playing, games can take a different shape from start to finish. And that's kind of how our seasons went.
How does it go now facing a team just a week ago in a battle in their house? Do you try to change their motivation, your guys' motivation as you face them again here coming up?
Well, you try to play a little bit of chess, right? So you know, Bloom had 21 in the first half against them, and so you're like, you know, they adjusted really nice to him in the second half and put two different guys on him that did a much better job. So we can expect that to take place. At the same time, you know, they could do some other things as well. So we got to prep for that. Bridger really took it at us for quite a while. So did 30. So did 15 hit some shots. And so it's just a little bit of a chess match. I think anytime you have a full 5 days of preparation, you can have a lot of that stuff ready, a lot of tools in the toolbox for what they're going to probably provide. At the same time, you don't want to overthink it. We aren't a squad that, you know, won the conference and got the 2 seed because we were really, you know, overthinking things. And when we play our best, it's when we let those guys go out and play and be themselves. And so as a coaching staff, sometimes that extra time can, you know, make you want to, you know, look up the next great thing to win a playoff game. At the same time, we don't want those guys thinking about all those things. We'd rather just have them go out there and hoop.
Seems like this year your squad has won in a variety of different ways. How does that kind of help you for this postseason run?
Well, as long as our guys understand, it's just become different guys, different nights. You know, through our winning streak, it's been, we typically will have 4 guys in double figures, but that 4 has not been the same 4 almost ever. I mean, it's typically a mixture of 6 guys that find their way to get to those double figures. But it's just what teams provide, what are teams giving us? You know, what are they doing defensively? Who's hot that night? Who's playing well? Who's not playing well? And so we kind of let that first half kind of figure that out, and then for us, it's just, you know, if your teammate's hitting a bunch of buckets, let's find a way to get him open and get that hot streak. And then when we're playing at our best, it's when we're playing assisted basketball, and that's what's been most fun as a coach this season. Is we've looked really good because we're looking for our teammates over looking for ourselves, and that makes it a fun team to coach and a fun team to watch. And so hopefully that's what can get you to a section championship. But man, it just takes one game at a time, and you got to find a way to survive.
Looking overall at the season, you guys captured that Heart Lakes Conference crown. How does that feel? And you guys, kind of the way it's been this year for you guys, when you guys clinched it with that victory over Holly, back and forth type game, and just how does it feel to get that actually the title clinched?
Well, it feels great. I mean, you don't practice all summer for conference championships, but they do. It is a nice little notch in the belt for our guys. I think our guys were excited about it to get it outright. I think a lot of our team really kind of knew what people thought of us going into this season, and I think that maybe is something that can help them kind of, say, hey, told you so. We're going to be pretty darn good. But we lost. We were 3-2 or 2-3. I'm sorry, in the conference, and then didn't lose another one. And so that is a credit to our guys and buying into what we were trying to push, and then just continuing to find games. We won games during that stretch against really good conference opponents, in tight games, in overtime games, in games that we thought were going to be tight that we just played really well. And so when you have a team that can find a way to get W's, hopefully that translates to postseason. But it's the finite nature of the playoffs is hard to take as certainly as a coach, and you got to somehow get that into the mindset of your players of, hey, you do not want to walk into a locker room thinking, God, if I would have done this. So we got to make sure they understand that, because it gets to these nights and you don't want to clam up. And for us, it's just we're excited about the regular season. We're excited about the regular season accomplishments, but now it's time to reset.
You guys earned that first round bye and the opportunity to have Thursday night off. Now, as a coach, how do you kind of handle the week of practice going into that, and then the adjustments of an extended break compared to usual?
I find it to be really unique. I think it's unique in a number of levels. I think you don't have the opportunity when you have a long break. A lot of times you'll find somebody to scrimmage, like we did last year. Well, that's not the case when you get a bye. Everybody's playing pretty much besides the teams you're obviously not going to scrimmage. So that made it unique. So we end up giving them the day off on Monday. That gave us 4 quality practices, real short, crisp practices. So that's part of it. The second part, I think, is as a coach, I think you kind of want that game on a Thursday. I mean, if you get that 2 seed or you get a high seed, you typically have a team come to your place that's had a rough year. And so it's kind of nice to have that kind of positivity, get seniors in, get some guys going, to play at your home court. And it's a playoff victory for your players and the coaching staff. And so to kind of lose that and just say, oh, you got the bye because you did so well is a little bit unique. And then, you don't have the entire season where you're not playing for a full week and a half. And so that's a little bit tricky too. So there's good and bad to it. Certainly I feel like we're nice and healthy. I think we're fresh. At the same time, it's been a while since we've, put on the game jerseys and everything and went through the motions. So hopefully this is we don't have this, the way this has ironed out playoff wise. I truly believe of all 3, we have 3 games to get to the state tournament. There isn't one team that we're going to play that's better than the other in regards to how to get to the section championship. So we have to be ready to go tonight, and then it's just find a way to prepare if we can find a way, God willing, to get through this one, to get to the next one. And so it was a kind of a funky week. It's the first time I've ever dealt with it, but we went to my house and watched the game and watched a pretty close game between Thief and Roseau. But then at the end, you kind of saw why Thief is the way they are. And so it was probably good for our guys to see, but at the same time, relatively different for us.
All right, Coach, anything else you'd like to add before tonight's game?
No, appreciate the coverage, and let's get it going.
All right. And that's Yellow Jacket head coach Kyle Haverman right here on the 549 Media Network.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together. Everybody knows everybody. We all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Welcome back to the Hive. We're just moments away from the start of tonight's contest here between the Yellow Jackets and the Prowlers. We thank you for tuning in as we get ready for our pregame show, and I think one of the keys for the Yellow Jackets tonight is going to be kind of the sixth man. If there was a sixth man of the year award, it would probably go to this kid for the Yellow Jackets. Nathan Rustad, averaging 11.8 points per game, 5 boards and an assist per game. He's played a big role for this Yellow Jacket squad.
Well, one of the things, those are all great, but I think what he brings more than anything is energy. And energy can come in two ways. It's positive or negative energy, and this kid just oozes positive energy for his teammates, whether he's sitting on the sidelines or if he's in the game. And I think what he does is he picks up the level of play of everybody around him because he plays so hard. I think the stats are great. I think that's what he brings to the table is you most of the time for the Yellow Jackets, you'll see an uptick in play when he comes into the game.
Well, you talked about kids that could score in bunches when you talked about Bridger Wilcox. Nathan Rustad is one of those kids too, and we've seen him do it this year. And it'll be one of the keys for the Yellow Jackets tonight, as well as attacking the glass strong. Thief River Falls, they like to get to the board. They like to play physical, and I think the Yellow Jackets are going to have to try to match that intensity because, as we all know, playoff games are called a little bit differently, and we'll see how that plays out tonight as well. We're moments away from the start. We'll have our introductions when we come back live to the Hive on the 549 Media Network.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve. And make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
And welcome back into the Hive. We're now going to send it down courtside for our pregame introductions with Arlie Ohm.
Before we meet the starting lineups, here are tonight's officials. These Minnesota State High School League sanctioned officials come out of the Otter Tail Officials Association. They are Mr. Brian Christofferson, Mr. Eric Cooler, and Mr. Craig Samuelson. Let's take a moment and thank these guys, because without them we'd not be playing this evening. Now let's meet the starters for each team. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Prowlers of Thief River Falls. Starting at a guard, a junior, number 5, Bridger Wilcox. Starting at a guard, a junior, number 10, Wyatt Nelson. Starting at a guard, a senior, number 11, Everett Nelson. Starting at a forward, a senior, number 15, Gannon Zutz. And starting at forward, a senior, number 23, Lucas Rantanen. Assistant coaches, Dominic Cruz and Riley Hendrickson. Head coach, Mr. John Hams. And now, the starting lineup for your Perham Yellowjackets. Starting in the guard, a 6'1" senior, number 3, Alex Bloom. Starting at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 11, Cole Reuter. Starting at forward, a 6'6" senior, number 13, Will Baker. Starting at guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 21, Cypress Neal. And starting at forward, a 6'2" senior, number 23, Maddox Swentek. Assistant coaches Grant Durkheising, Brian Robertson, Gary Gruey, and Judd Soul. Head coach for the Yellow Jackets, Mr. Kyle Haberman.
Once again, we'd like to thank Arlie Ohm for the introductions. PA today, all day, as he had 3 games here, as he was the voice of Section 6A this morning as well. We're getting ready to go for this one. Baker will take the tip for the Yellow Jackets. He'll be going against Zutz on the opening tap. Excuse me, that's Nelson, and the tap goes to the Yellow Jackets. Here's Bloom with it. He had the big game the first time these two teams met. Now goes outside. Thiel to take the 3. It's no good. Works inside. Swentek the bucket for the Yellow Jackets. Back the other way. Shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Thief River Falls. Again, they'll start in Wilcox, Nelson, Zutz, and Rantanen. Zutz will have the baseline inbound. Zutz looks, finds Wilcox. Spins in the lane, left-hand scoop is good for Bridger Wilcox. Back the other way, here's Bloom with it. Downhill off the glass, that's good. Now back for the Prowlers. Here's Rantanen off the screen. Swentek switches, picks it up. Now to the corner it goes. They look inside, Everett Nelson. Works, pull-up jumper's good with the hook shot.
Well, that's the 2 you're going to hear. Nelson had 18, I believe, against the Yellow Jackets. Wilcox was in the 20s. Both of these guys are really good inside-outside combo.
On the line, the 3 is a 2 as Swentek hits the deep 2-pointer. So he's got 4 on the night, does Swentek. Wyatt Nelson now. Left hand feed, left wide open inside, and left hand off the glass there for Everett Nelson again.
Well, they slipped the screen on that one. I think they were expecting that high pick and roll. Nice slip of the screen and just sat in that post. And Thief River looks like they've really come to play tonight, too.
Contact there leads to a turnover. And coming away now is Wilcox for the Prowlers. Wilcox drives, spins, shot blocked by Baker. Baker lets him know a little bit. And now the Prowlers pick up the loose ball. Rantanen now feeds it to the corner, comes back to him. Rantanen there for Nelson. They swing it over. Here's Zutz. Off the screen, they switch. Reuter loses his footing. But now going into the lane is Wilcox. Pull up from the elbow. Good. He is smooth, Lance Bridger Wilcox with 4.
Yeah, he's as advertised right now, and he's in one of those streaks. The Yellow Jackets got to get a hand in their face, and on the other side, Bloom's doing exactly what he did to the Prowlers before, getting north-south, getting to the basket, making his team better as well.
Baker with the drive and the feed to Reuter, and Reuter finishes at the hoop. Nice bucket there for Cole Reuter, and we're back call square at 8. Now to the near side. Here's Zutz. Reuter on him, the screen comes, they switch, now comes the near side. Rantanen on top of the key, gets it poked away, and a foul is going to be on Will Baker. He gets called for the reaches first.
When we talked about the Yellow Jackets, and we had a game against DGF where they were lights out, and every basket they made, Jason, was on an assist. And it seems like they're finding each other again tonight that way. That's a great sign for Coach Haberman and his staff.
15 to go first half with it. Here's Zutz. Brings it back on up top, but the pass now to Wilcox. Wilcox and Bloom, now they trap, and it comes the near side with it. Zutz to the baseline. Gets cut off, comes up top for Everett Nelson, and a shot clock violation With 14:58 to go, the turnover gives it to the Yellow Jackets.
Again, you look for each team, what we talked about would get them to this next round, and both teams now are finding success in what they're doing.
Bloom downhill, but contested nicely by Wilcox. Shot no good. Rebound swung all the way around. Reuter kicks here now to Swentek. Back up top for Bloom. Bloom with the pull-up jumper is good. Alex Bloom now with 4, and the Yellow Jackets back in front. Wilcox now with it there for Zutz. Now to the corner. Thought about the 3, did Wilcox, pass it up. Nelson hands it off. Everett Nelson working down low. High shot, no good, gets his rebound. Kick out, 3 off the front iron on the shot by Wyatt Nelson, and the Yellow Jackets have the board. Alex Bloom will bring the ball up court. Gets met at half court. Looks to go down to the elbow, feeds it down. To a little block there for Swentek, and it's stolen away. Getting the basketball is Wyatt Nelson. Now Bridger Wilcox has it. Wilcox there to Wyatt Nelson. They trap there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Long time Coach Gary Gruey right in the middle of the action as he's talking things over on the bench with the Yellow Jacket. Now coming into the game, Landon Weichert. 13:43 to go. It's 10-8 to score. Now driving down low, Zutz. Ball on the floor, tries to feed. It goes all the way through the paint, and picking it up there is Wilcox. Wilcox now with 10 on the shot clock. The lane parts, and he finishes.
Yeah, and that's absolutely something that can happen, Jason, is it was a bad pass. Great defense by Reuter down there. And they go all the way back to the half-court line. They pick it up, dribble right through the lane. Nobody picks them up. I see the Yellow Jackets struggling a little bit in this zone, trying to find their men right now. So you can't give open shots to these Thief River Falls Prowlers.
Baker with a nice spin and drive. He finishes for his first 2 points. The Jackets regain the lead at 12-10 on your Otter Tail Power Company scoreboard. Here's Wilcox with it. Now feeds it there for Rose. Comes outside, now back into Rose. Rose kicks. Comes out to Zutz. Back up top, a 3 on its way. It's good. Hitting the three-pointers, Everett Nelson.
Boy, this is an athletic team and a really nice 6-seeded team, Jason.
Thiel shot off the back iron, no good. Bringing it up court will be Wilcox. Wilcox spins, draws contact, but he traveled before he went up. Wilcox asking for a quick explanation, got it, comes back the other way, and now head coach Sean Harms as well. As the Yellow Jackets will make a substitution, Nathan Rustad coming in for the Yellow Jackets. With 12:22 to go in our first half.
Yeah, what a start to this game. It's been fun to watch. I catch myself really being a fan here, Jason. Bloom again.
Too strong on that jumper, but Rose gets the board, and back come the Prowlers. Drive through the lane, now kick there for Everett Nelson. They converge on him, up top, left open. Three-pointer off mark by Wyatt Nelson, and the rebound grab by the Yellow Jackets. Bloom now across half court. Looks to Rustad, now pass telegraphed. Landon Weichert the steal and misses the layup as Rustad had the contest on the way back. Thiel with it now. Hands off Swentek. Swentek's going to drive. Pull up jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Rose. Good look though for Swentek. Tough pass the other way. Reuter with the tap. Swentek the steal. Swentek back. Kicks to the right side. Tough pass for Thiel. He'll look to drive. Goes to the block. Throws up a shot. No good. And earns a trip to the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of action there in a short spurt of time. And for the Yellow Jackets, I think you're doing the things you want to go quick but not fast, if that makes sense. I think that you got to keep inside your offense. Thiel hits the first free throw. When you start going too fast, that's when turnovers start to happen, and sometimes that plagues the Yellow Jackets. They got away with one. as they missed the layup. But again, great start for both of these teams. I think both coaching staffs have to be pretty happy.
Second free throw good for Thiel. Yellow Jackets regain the lead. 11:15 to go. Wyatt Nelson. Actually, that's Bridger Wilcox trying to get the feed back, and he does. There from Rantanen. Now Wilcox. Cross court it goes. Now on the near side, Swentex gets his hand on it, goes out of bounds. It's going to be Yellow Jacket basketball. It went off Rantanen last. Veteran officiating crew said Rantanen may have been on the line on that one as it went out of bounds, as Swentex tried to save it. 10:55 to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets by a point in the Section 8 2A quarterfinals. Winner of this game will advance to play at Concordia's Memorial Auditorium on Wednesday night. Swentek a long two, no good. Rebound grab there by Rhodes. Winner of this one will play the winner of Barnesville DGF. We'll try to keep you updated as much as we can on that one. As Wilcox off the screen. Now goes the feed here to Wyatt Nelson. Head fake. Nelson pull-up jumper good. Wyatt Nelson his first points of the night. And that's the first points for Thief River Falls from someone other than Bridger Wilcox or Everett Nelson. And it gives the Prowlers a 1-point lead. Thiel with it. Left hand kick here to Reuter. Now to Rustad. He will take the three. In and out, no good. Thiel battles for a board. Kind of lucked out there, not getting the foul as he came in. As Rose got the rebound for Thief River Falls.
I really like Thief River's game plan right now. They're pushing off the initial. If they don't get a fast break, they pull back out, let the Yellow Jackets now 1-3-1 zone. They try to pick it apart and make them scramble on defense.
Wilcox draws contact, gets it to go, and has the and one opportunity at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line as Wilcox now has 6, and the Prowlers lead by 3. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break with them. Yellow Jackets trailing by 3 on the 549 Media Network.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Welcome back into the Hive. At the line will be Bridger Wilcox. The foul is on the Yellow Jackets. Picking up the foul was Rustad, his first. As Wilcox will get the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. And that's too strong, and Baker checks back in, gets the board. Bloom with it. Trying to create some space with that left arm. Now gets to Swentek here to Baker. Back to Bloom, 20 on the shot clock. He knifes down. Tough shot off the glass is good as he gets the kiss off the window.
He's so good about being able to slide and kind of go sideways, keep body control, and then that kiss off the glass makes it. He just is really good when he gets downhill and into the paint.
Everett Nelson now guarded closely. Comes outside. Zutz, the three is good. And again, Zutz stretches the floor and hits a deep three-pointer.
Well, in the last minute and a half here, this has turned into tournament basketball, Jason. The crowd's now into it. You see the defense intensity picking up, and every possession is a big one.
Thiel the three is off the back iron. Rebound to the floor. Now tied up. Held ball is going to be the call. Baker eventually. You mentioned intensity picking up right there. It showed it as Baker pulled that ball away after the whistle.
Well, you got to love when each team values that possession that much, and they understand that each possession is so valuable right now that you're diving after and just going after every loose ball. So it's making this one really fun to watch.
Into the lane, Zutz. See, nice through, brings it back up to Rantanen. Here's Wyatt Nelson. Off the high screen, drives to the lane, poked away, ends up throwing it away to Bloom. Bloom off balance, gets the roll. And Alex Bloom with 8. Back quickly though. The Prowlers, the scoop is good by Wilcox. And we have a stoppage. And a flop warning has been called. The flop warning on the Yellowjackets. So what that means is the next time there's a flop, it's a team technical foul, not an individual foul.
And I like that because even though the player does it, it's the second one, Jason, who is going to get dinged with a personal foul, and that's really not fair if you're given a warning on the first one. So again, a key though for the Yellowjackets.
Thiel answers and hits a three-pointer for the Yellowjackets. Cuts it to 1, under 8. Tough shot and a foul inside. I believe they're going to call it on Bloom. Baker thought he got the call, but it's official. It's on Bloom. That puts Everett Nelson to the Horseman Insurance and Investment free throw line with 7:47 to go. First shot, no good on the line. And right now, Thief.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry, step on you there. I think this is setting us up for a battle. This is the way it's going to be all night.
That one is good. I was going to say, in a battle like you said, Lance, you got to connect and convert at the free throw line. And the Prowlers just 1 of 3. Yellowjackets 2 of 2 right now. Thiel takes a 3. That's off the iron. And it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a Thief River ball. .736 to go on your Otter Tail Power Company scoreboard. Prowlers lead by 2. Here's Zuntz, or excuse me, that's Ozowski. Knifes through the lane, shots no good. Baker's there for the rebound. Three-pointer on its way by Thiel. It's good. As Thiel gives the Yellowjackets the lead. He's got 8 as he's heating up for the Jackets here in the first half. Nelson now gets bumped. Comes back up top. Everett Nelson, crossover dribble now to the right side. Brings it back there for Wyatt Nelson. Nelson drops it off for Everett Nelson. Head fake there. Swintek closes. Not much room for him to work. Wyatt Nelson with Thiel on him. Gets by and lays it up and in. And you can tell once Wyatt Nelson knew he could get by him on the dribble, he attacked.
Yeah, a little too tight there. Maybe give up the shot over the top instead of the drive to the basket.
Thiel out the front iron. Baker the foul as he goes right through Zutz and picks up his second.
And we're not down there. Baker can argue that, but from our vantage point, he did exactly what you said. There's no over the top or over the back, but you can't go through a defender. And Baker, I don't think, did with his arms, but he certainly did with his body.
Wilcox as Isaiah Farrell's into the game. Everett Nelson back to Wilcox. Up top now, Weichert. There for Wyatt Nelson. To Wilcox. Left hand, bounce pass inside. Shot no good. Osowski gets his own rebound. Excuse me, Rose does. And now it goes to Everett Nelson. Now a three-pointer straight on off the iron. No. Rebound grab by Thiel. Swintek, the floater is good. He gets the bucket and the foul. And Maddox Swintek with the basket for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, and it looked like possession was had, but I think the cylinder got to the Prowlers that time again, and it does make it nice for the officials. You don't really look at what the contact is. You're looking at where they are, and they did a nice job there communicating. And again, Swintek, that's a really positive sign for the Yellowjackets. He's been ultra aggressive on the offensive end tonight, and looks like he's got a spring in his step and some really his confidence is blooming right now.
She gets that to go. And the Yellowjackets lead by 2 as Tate Zacharias comes in. The Yellowjackets have gone 3 deep on their bench, as they have for most of the year.
Full court pressure, but it looks like it's man-to-man right now. Maybe a little jump there.
Wilcox drives through, and an offensive foul on him as the basket is waved off, as Tate Zacharias was waiting patiently just outside the cylinder.
Yeah, and again, nice job by Tate Zacharias getting there, getting in that spot. Thief River Falls coaching staff not happy. I think they thought they were going to get that second flop call.
A Bloom pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound grab by Nelson. Everett Nelson with it. Into the lane, kicks it out. Wilcox, the three, short. He's fouled, and Wilcox will be shooting 3. Fouls on Farrell.
Boy, that's a tough foul to take if you're the Yellow Jackets. Kind of had Wilcox shooting off 1 foot, opposite foot, and then to give him a chance to connect at the free throw line here.
He hits the first from the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. Gets the second. Wyatt Nelson back in for the Prowlers. .5:20 to go in our first half in what has been expected to be a tight one, and it has so far. Third free throw, no good. We're tied at 27 on the Artail Power Company scoreboard. Thiel with the head fake, now drives baseline to the block. He's going to get called for the offensive foul. He extended that arm. And the official was there all over for that one.
Got a little push off, and we're getting close, Jason, to giving you a final and a surprise. If our scoring is right, we'll do that here shortly. Okay, we'll do it now since we have a little time. Pelican Rapids with under a minute to go, up 74-62. And in the surprise, Hawley 20, East Grand Forks 5 with 9 minutes to go in the first half.
That is definitely a surprise, as East Grand Forks missing one of their key players, but only 5 points in the first 8 minutes is something else. As Rustad gets the steal. Rustad back the other way, and it's poked away, and a foul. And a foul coming back will be on Wilcox, putting Rustad at the line.
Yeah, that go just a quick on that East Grand Forks Hawley game. If that's the right score, we're hoping we're bringing you the right information. I thought Hawley was pretty tough. They came in here and played the Yellow Jackets really well. East Grand Forks, if you remember the shooting display they had there, so 2 teams really battling off against each other, and we'll see where that one ends up. First free throw, good.
And another score update. Section 8 is looking to have a big day on the pond. They lead Stillwater 3-0. And that's in the first period, as East Grand Forks knocked out St. Cloud Cathedral in overtime. Rustad's second is no good. So Section 8 looking to bring home some hardware and stealing the hockey titles in A and AA, as Moorhead's been outstanding all year long. Wilcox, the floater, no good. Bloom, the rebound.
And I think you live with that if you're the Prowlers, because he brings you so much offense. You're going to have to put up with a few wild shots.
Ruder drives, jumps, tries to feed it to Baker. Now comes back out to Swentek. He steps into a 3 and hits. Maddox Swentek, the 3-pointer. And the Yellow Jackets now up in front by 4 with 4:05 to go.
All's well that ends well, but I certainly like to see Ruder take that thing to the basket. Use that frame you have. Put some pressure on this Thief River team.
And working down inside, Everett Nelson for 2. 31-29, 3:50 to go. Bloom drives, kicks. Swentek. No, but Baker for the board and a foul. And Baker's going to be shooting a pair. That's on Rantanen. As Baker will be at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. Free throw, no good. And in that Moorhead game, it was just 3 minutes in, they're up 3-0 on Stillwater.
Wow.
So they're looking to end a curse there today at the XL Energy Center. Baker's second is good.
Well, 3:45 to go here in the first half, Jason, and the 3-point differential is about as big as it's been here, that spread. So Yellow Jackets go back to this trapping zone defense, the 1-3-1. It's been successful for them. Nice job by the Prowlers originally, and then turn it over.
Field now. Spins, right hand, knifes through, but he's no good on the shot. But Rustad's there for the steal and the finish. Quickly up ahead and another turnover. Here's Bloom with it now to the right side. Swentek to the hoop strong, gets that to go. And I was just going to say, I thought a timeout was coming as the Yellow Jackets stretch it to 36-29. We got a break. Timeout, Thief River Falls. We will take a break with them right here on the 549 Media Network.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets their biggest lead of the night by 7 at 36-29 with 3 minutes to go. You take a look in on your Honor Tail Power Company scoreboard. Thief River Falls with the basketball. Zutz now back up top for Wilcox, over to Zutz. Comes back Zutz, he's got the look and hits. And it's now 36-32.
In theory, that shot shouldn't be open with the 1-3-1. They should be able to get extended. It's usually that backside corner that's open. The Yellow Jackets dove just a little bit too far on that one on defense, and it cost them.
Westad left open down low. Contact on the shot. It's no good. Rebound grab by Thief River Falls. Wilcox with it. To the near side, a three from Wyatt Nelson off the iron. Rebound put back, no, but another board by Thief, and Kyle Haverman touched on it. Thief River Falls aggressive on the boards, so doing that so far here on the offensive side. Zutz with it now. Wilcox will fire and hit. Bridger Wilcox, a three-pointer. And just like that, a 7-point lead is now turned to 1 with 1:45 to go in our opening half.
And you certainly don't want Wilcox to catch fire right before half, because you could find yourself going in the locker room being behind.
Turnover by the Jackets. Wilcox off the front iron. Thief River Falls would have erupted. You could just see they're on the edge of their seats on that one. Bloom with it. The floater off the glass, no. And the rebound is grabbed by Zutz, and back the Prowlers come as they slow the pace down a little bit with 1:15 to go in our opening half. To the corner. Wyatt Nelson now comes to Zutz. Tough pass. He corrals it though. Back to Wilcox. In the lane. Knifes through. Left hand off the Euro is good. Wow.
And he 2-foot jump stopped and then went Euro to the left, which is, wow, that was a nice play.
Prowlers have erased a 7-point deficit with an 8-0 run. Lead by a point, 45 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Thiel will take the three-pointer. It's off the iron, and the rebound grabbed by Nelson. momentum, the side of the Prowlers. Will they try to hold and slow it down? With 4 seconds, the differential between the game and the shot clock.
Yeah, the fans that traveled are small, but they're mighty in sound right now, and a shot here might just explode this place.
That's off the iron. Swentek there for the board as the Wilcox three is no good. Now Reuter to Field. Field the pass to Rustad. He takes. That's off the back iron. Rebound save. 5 seconds on the game clock. Wilcox to Zutz. He stops. He pops. Off the iron. Put back. No, it won't count as Rose was unable to get a putback there. We head to halftime. Thief River Falls leads by a point. 37-36. Right here on 549 Media Network, we'll take a timeout.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best. And we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Hilltop Lumber on Main Street Ottertail is your #1 stop to find building supplies for residential and commercial projects. From the initial idea to final completion of your project, at Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams. Check out Hilltop Lumber's Marvin Showcase Center and huge supply of carpeting and floor coverings, as well as hardware and lawn care for your everyday needs. See you at Hilltop Lumber Ottertail.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back into the Hive here at halftime. The Yellow Jackets trailing 37-26. The Prowlers caught fire, and the guys that they needed to have big games for them, they've got them so far. Bridger Wilcox leads all scorers with 17 points. Everett Nelson has 10. Gannon Zutz with 6. And Wyatt Nelson with 4 for the Prowlers. They're 3 of 5 from the line. Yellow Jackets balance, as always. 12 from Maddox Swentek to lead all scorers for the Yellow Jackets. Alex Bloom with 8. Cypher Steele with 8. Then it's Will Baker with 3. Nathan Rustad with 3 and 2 for Cole Reuter. Yellow Jackets 5 of 7 from the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line.
Well, and really what's keeping the Yellow Jackets in the game right now is the free throw line shooting of the Prowlers. They started out kind of cold from the free throw line. They're doing a lot of things really, really well right now, and they're getting their points from the guys we thought, but I think they're also getting a little bit more from some of their role or their positional type players. One of the things I think the Yellow Jackets started out, Jason, I think they'll work on at halftime here is when they go, not the 1-3-1 so much, but in the 2-3 zone, they're trying to hedge out hard on Wilcox, which that's a great game plan. You got to get a hand in his face. But digging to recover, they're a little bit late, and you saw that early. It allowed some easier baskets for the Prowlers, and then they just got confidence, and now we're in for a battle for the next minutes here in this second half.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments are made in the locker room as we get ready for the second half. The winner of this one will take on either Barnesville or DGF, and upset might be happening in that one as well.
Yeah, DGF going into the locker room ahead 35-22 according to the reports we're getting, Jason, and it's kind of all over the place. Hawley still leading East Grand Forks. Pelican walks away with a win over War Road, so they kind of keep rolling. They ended up being a 12-point victory, 79-67. So they had an injury bug hit their team too, and again, you hate to see that with key players right now at this time of year, but they seem to be going unscathed right now. Those Vikings, they're scoring at a high rate in the 70s in both of their first opening playoff games.
We'll take a break, come back second half in just a few minutes.
I'm Ryan Rustad with United Community Bank. United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve and make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have fun for the whole family. Adventureland is open for the littles all year long. Come for open swim and enjoy the pool. Bring it back to the past and try roller skating again Fridays and Sundays. We are now offering an after-school program for kids ages 9 to 12. If you are looking for a fun way to celebrate a birthday, we offer a variety of birthday party options, including pool parties, roller skating, bounce house, and Adventureland. Keep your eyes out for our fun special events on our Facebook page or on our website, perhamareacommunitycenter.net. Find your fit at the Pack.
Welcome back into the Hive. Third game here today. First one on 549 Media. A couple of exciting ones this morning. or I should say this afternoon. Some people morning and the midday like that, but it was a fun one that saw Ada Borough West knock out Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. And then the other one, it was Henning outlasting Park Christian. Park Christian with one amazing run late, but didn't have enough to get back to that one.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to kind of a similar second half as we saw in the first half, Jason. I think the Yellow Jackets got to get back to getting Bloom to the basket. Keep Swintek, look for some of that supporting cast to keep hitting. They go inside to Baker early.
And Bloom will take a three and hit the three. Alex Bloom with a nice start to the second half with the three-pointer.
And the Yellow Jackets, they're trying to get the ball out of Bridger Wilcox's hands. Again, it's like a magnet, though. It gets right back to him.
Three-pointer near side. That's off the back iron. Out of bounds. Will stay with Thief River Falls.
And again, if you're the Yellow Jackets, I think it's going to come down to defending more so than offense. You got to just do a really good job. You can't lose your guy, even when you're in a 2-3 zone. Go to recover, and there's a nice job of the Yellow Jackets getting the ball back.
The Yellow Jackets led by as many as 7 in the first half, but Thief River Falls always had an answer. Now Swintek goes to Thiel. Now Bloom. Bloom gets it poked away, now comes back left side, drives, kicks, Swintek left wide open, the three off the iron. And the rebound grabbed by Zutz.
That's exactly what has to happen, though. They're forcing Bloom to go to his left. He's not as comfortable finishing, but he's a great distributor from there. Nice job finding a wide open Swintek. I'll take that every day of the week.
Wilcox drives, kicks, the extra pass to Zutz. He goes into the lane, off the glass. There's a couple of hops in that shot, no good.
And Zutz was trying to draw contact, and the last thought was the shot.
Swintek, no good. Baker put back, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
And again, the argument can be said, well, it's looked kind of the same down here. The difference was you were squared up to the basket. Will Baker did a nice job keeping the ball up around his shoulders and forcing that contact. The contact came to him, not him to the contact. Zutz tried the other way and was unsuccessful on the other end. And free throws, Jason, might be the story of this basketball game when we're all said and done.
Baker misses that one. The foul was on Everett Nelson, his first. As Baker will take a deep breath and attempt a second. And he's short on the free throw, and Wilcox the board back the other way. Stay tuned to our post-game show. We'll have scores, updates as well throughout Section 8AA and our Steve Sanitation player of the game. That's all coming up in our post-game show here on 549 Media Network. Turnaround jumper is good as Everett Nelson gets the floater to fall. He's got 12.
He gets to that mid-post type range, and he's just dangerous. He hardly has to see the basket. He's got a nice little floating jump shot. He's a tough matchup for the Yellow Jackets.
Ruder, left hand now goes right, spacing. Something the Yellow Jackets might have to take a look at and think about a little bit as this half plays out as well. Nice shot, they kick it out. Ruder, the three out the back iron, rebound grabbed there by Everett Nelson. Here's Wilcox to the right side. Wyatt Nelson looks inside. He does to Everett Nelson. Nelson kicks it back out to Wilcox. Wilcox, the left hand, the floater, no, but he's fouled and he's going to shoot a pair. Will Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox in the first half, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Fouls on Bloom, that's his second.
I don't know if my camera angles or the job I'm doing on camera is good enough tonight. The thing I'm most, another free throw missed, and we talked about that already, but the thing I'm most impressed with Thief River Falls right now is they pass each other open. They don't throw it, they throw it to a spot and they're expecting their teammate to get there. So far it's been successful. It's a dangerous game to play because you can turn the ball over at a rapid pace. Again, another missed free throw, but they do a good job of getting each other to the spot where they can get a shot.
Free throw numbers that would make the Gophers proud as Swentek launches the three out the front iron. Rebound grabbed by the Prowlers, and it's almost stolen by Bloom. It is, but no, they say he stepped here on the sideline. 15-10 to go in the second half. We're tied at 39.
Again, you talked about this throughout the year. Once in a while, the Yellow Jackets, they really seem, Jason, like they settle for the three-pointer. They seem like they're back into that game a little bit. I think you got to get Bloom going north-south again. Let him get you open in your offense.
Wyatt Nelson, right side, hands off to Everett Nelson. Backing down Swentek. Now the fall away is good.
I haven't seen a mid-range game like this for a while, and he elevates, shoots it at the top, and it's silky smooth right now, and the Yellow Jackets got to find a way to get up and defend him a little tighter. Don't let him get to that spot.
Thiel inside, Rustad, and a foul as there's contact on the entry pass to Rustad, the second on the Prowlers. It's on Caden Rose, his first. Rantanen comes in as well. Swentek, nice move to the hoop. The hot layup off the glass is good. He's got 14. And the Jackets have now evened it at 41 on an Otter Tail Power Company scoreboard as the league goes back and forth. Wilcox, the kick out. Three-pointers blocked there by Reuter. Close, and Bloom gets the loose change. Up ahead to Swentek. He's got Rustad ahead, but couldn't find him as now Reuter will drive. The double comes, throws it to the near side Thiel. Now to Bloom. Skip past Rustad, the corner three off the back iron. Reuter gets the rebound. Now the kick out to Swentek, foot on the line, and it's a two-pointer for Maddox Swentek.
And we've kind of sung the praises of Swentek tonight, and he deserves every mention. But we'd be amiss if we didn't mention Cole Reuter. He had good defense. He got an offensive rebound. He kept that possession alive for the Yellow Jackets. So again, team play and valuing that team play right now on every single possession from this 13 minutes on is going to be crucial for the Yellow Jackets.
Thiel called for the foul. Second team, his second.
Again, I kind of waited for the Yellow Jackets here, Jason, to maybe switch to that 1-3-1. It looks like they're still man-to-man. They've had success when they've caught teams by surprise.
Outside Zutz, they close on him, did Reuter. Now he hands it off to Wilcox. Wilcox through the lane, left hand, good.
Man, that kid can elevate. Bloom's just a tremendous athlete. He still climbed over the top of Bloom and laid it off left-handed. He's a tough stop right now, and we're all tied up again.
Swentek now up to Rustad. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line for Rustad, in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Wilcox. He takes a look, and now we'll bring it up court. Now to the right side. That's Weichert. And a double dribble called by Thief River Falls. As the turnover gives the ball to the Yellow Jackets. Baker and Farrell come in for the Yellow Jackets. 12:46 to go. We're tied at 43 here in the second half. Winner will play either DGF or Barnesville at Concordia on Wednesday night to the Memorial Auditorium. Right now a 2-7 contest that's been as advertised. As Baker shot's no good. Rebound to Farrell. Bloom with it. Bloom drops it off for Baker. Baker in the lane. The reverse is good. And a bucket and a timeout as Will Baker gets the bucket to go, and the Yellow Jackets take a 2-point lead. We got a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. We'll be right back.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Hi, my name is Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
Welcome back to the Hive. 12:19 to go on the Otter Power Company scoreboard. The Yellow Jackets lead by 2 after the timeout on the made bucket by Will Baker.
Yeah, the inbounds here for the Prowlers. Again, kind of token pressure right now. Not that vaunted 1-3-1 that's been plaguing a lot of teams. Wilcox just trying to get to the bucket, does so, scoops it in. Holy moly, this guy is scoring in many, many different ways tonight for these Prowlers.
Here's Farrell now. Hands it off. Bloom behind the back. Into the lane, jump stop, but he traveled. He got contacted. That altered his footing and leads to the travel.
Well, they clapped so hard on him. It was in all kinds of mess right down in there. And as he was trying to get himself balanced, I think he picked up both pivot feet. And again, Farrell comes in the game. I think his one goal is just to make Wilcox work here for a few minutes and bring somebody else in. But, boy, I like it if he can get to the basket.
Wyatt Nelson does. Shot blocked by Banker. A nice shot by Banker, elevating to block that one. Now Farrell with it to Banker. He takes a corner three. It's good. A big shot blocked by Baker, followed by a big three-pointer. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 3.
Yeah, and turning defense into offense, and there you can see what's happening. And Isaiah Farrell's doing a great job of just getting as close and making Wilcox work as hard as he possibly can at the 11-minute mark here. I'm surprised they don't put him in the post, to be honest with you.
We have a timeout. And we'll be right back as the intensity continues to mount here in the Hive. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Welcome back to the Hive. 11:15 to go. 48-45 Yellow Jackets lead by 3. Thank you for tuning in. And now Zotz will inbound to Wilcox. Here's Zotz now to Wilcox. Wilcox with 21 on the night. Tough pass inside. Zotz out of bounds. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball.
Yeah, and it's these times right now, I think if you're going to make any move in this game, when you have that little crack in the armor for either team, you got to take advantage. And so I think this is a big possession for the Yellow Jackets. Build off this lead, make it more than one possession once.
Rostad drives, pull up for him off the backboard. He's kind of caught himself on what he was going to do if he was going for the straight switch or off the backboard, and ended up splitting the difference, but the shot's no good. Wilcox with it. Wilcox kick up to Zutz. He'll fire the three. Off the back iron, no, but Wilcox is there for the board. The putback just rolls and falls for Wilcox.
Well, it wasn't in their offense that they got him into the post, but that's where I think I'd put him right now. Let him go to work at that high post type look and just go one-on-one.
Three-pointer by Ruder off the iron, and a rebound grab by the Prowlers. They're quickly coming back. Wilcox trying to take the lead for the Prowlers. Now picks up his dribble with it there for Everett Nelson. Nelson back to Wilcox. Wilcox selects with 15 on the shot clock. Nelson against Swentek. Floater good for Everett Nelson. He's got 16. And the Prowlers back in front. 9:45 to go, second half.
It's all based off of helping off of Wilcox trying to dive back, but they're getting back better. They're still on the hip, and Everett Nelson's just too good.
Swentek off the glass. Banker for the board. Farrell with it. Isaiah Farrell up to Baker. Baker, the three. Oh, no, doesn't fall. And the rebound tapped, and Nelson gets the board.
Boy, Baker's causing the Prowlers all kinds of trouble right now with his length. He's just keeping every possession open. The Jackets aren't shooting it that well. He just gives them multiple possessions.
And into the lane goes Wilcox. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair, where he's 2 of 6 on the night from the free throw line. Foul is on Baker. That's his third. Sorry, Lance.
You know, my apologies, Jason. I just going to say this is just following up with what we've seen all day is nobody can quite gain this advantage here at the Hive tonight.
Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line at the line is Wilcox.
And again, a place that hasn't been all that friendly for the Prowlers, Jason, in either half.
Wilcox gets that one to go. The first made free throw of the second half for him. And he's the only one that's been to the line for the Prowlers in the second half. Brings it to 2 with 9:11 to go in the second half. And that extends it to 3 as he goes 2 of 2.
And again, the teeter-totter goes back and forth here. Yellow Jackets make a little run, then it goes back to the Prowlers.
Teal shot offline. Rustad knew it right away, attacked. Couldn't get the reverse to go. And a rebound for the Prowlers. They come back with numbers. Knifing through, laying it up and in is Wyatt Nelson, and that leads to a timeout. Yellow Jackets trailing by 5, 8:49 to go, and a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after these messages.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
8:49 to go, second half. Momentum has switched to the Prowlers side of the gymnasium. Yellow Jackets take the timeout. Hope to get it back on their side. Yellow Jackets 2 timeouts remaining. Thief River Falls has 3. In a 5-point game, Yellow Jackets with the basketball. Bloom to the corner, Rustad, now to Reuter. Reuter with the left hand, jump stops, finishes at the hoop. Does Cole Reuter.
And I was just going to say, I wonder if we'll see the 1-3-1. Here it is. They throw right over the top of it this time, though.
And into the lane with the left hand, Everett Nelson gets it to go. Technical foul for the flop on the Yellow Jackets.
Well, this is going to be big because this should be free throw and the ball back. And again, it would have been possession to the Yellow Jackets. This could be a huge turn of events right here.
It's a team technical on the flop, so it's not a personal foul on the player. But Nelson will be at the line, which now makes it a potential 3-point play, as he does just that. And now the free throw for the technical is good.
And now the Prowlers are going to get the ball back out of bounds. So this could be a 7-point swing right here. And again, that is a difficult thing to happen. And now you're really in danger. You cannot do it again.
57-50. It's now a 7-point lead. Wilcox in the lane. Shot off the glass. No. Rebound tapped around. Grabbed by Rustad. He gets it to Bloom before going to the floor. Now Bloom, coast to coast, the layup, no, and he's fouled, but he'll shoot 2. And I apologize for the technical. I was used to the NBA of 1-shot technical.
2-shot.
And it's 2-shot.
Yep, and again, that's about the least amount of harm if you're the Yellow Jackets. I almost thought Wilcox was going to get to the free throw line again as that one hits every part of the rim but the center. I thought he may have drawn contact again, and boy, that would have been a bad situation for the Yellow Jackets.
8:07 to go. The free throw. Bloom gets a second.
Back to the 1-3-1 here. Wilcox is just so steady with the basketball, makes it tough as he's getting it to half court.
Now with it, Wilcox. The right hand scoop, it scores. As Wilcox finishes again. 8-point Prowler lead, 7:40 to go. Bloom to answer on the other side, doesn't get it to fall. Rustad, the putback is good! And Rustad draws a foul, and we'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And again, we talked about him in the pregame show, and that's the exact type of play that we were talking about. Boy, that could have been an ugly situation for the Yellow Jackets. Rustad, Johnny on the spot, hits that, now gets a free throw, and again, keeps this lead within check here for the Yellow Jackets.
Free throw at the Horseman Insurance Investments free throw line is good. Brings it 59-54, 7.5 to go on Otter Tail Power Company scoreboard.
Yellow Jackets drop back out of that pressure because Wilcox was just beating them back. Looks like they're back man-to-man.
He drives into the lane, shot no. Rebound grab by the Yellow Jackets. Coach Sean Hems wanted the contact on the elbow, thought it was there. Steal now to Rustad. Rustad, pass batted away. Now Caden Rose tracks it down, gets it to Wilcox and settles things down. 7 to go, second half.
I think this is a difficult guard for Reuter, but his length is going to help him out here. So he doesn't have to play quite as tight. Drive him to a spot and then get your arms up, make him shoot over the top of you.
Nelson, kick out. Rantanen into the lane, gets it back now for Zutz. Up top, here's Everett Nelson with 8 on the shot clock. Nelson, jumper, short. Swentek, nice job on the D, gets the board. And now Bloom back the other way. Yellow Jackets down by 5, 6.5 to go. Bloom drives, floater out the glass, doesn't get the roll. Rebound tapped out of bounds off of Wilcox. He'll stay with the Yellow Jackets.
Boy, and the disgruntled look on Wilcox, I think he thought the body pressure from the back made him fumble the ball out of bounds. I have a tendency to agree with him, but good for the Yellow Jackets. They got to get a really good shot here.
Reuter now. Right hand drives, kicks. Bloom, the open look for 3, no, and the rebound grabbed there by Nelson. Wyatt Nelson with a big rebound. Or Caden Rose, excuse me. As it goes to the right side, Wilcox now to Rose, back up top it goes. A 3-pointer from Everett Nelson's off the iron. Thiel grabs the rebound.
And now Thief River just can't get that that dagger shot to go.
Swentek, the 3, misses everything. Nice finish there by Rustad as he attacks the hoop and puts it in and cuts the lead back to 3.
I wonder if Thief doesn't want to use a timeout here just to get their legs back underneath them, but there's Johnny on the spot getting a foul again and getting to that free throw line.
That's on Swentek. And there is that timeout, Lance, and we'll take it with them. 5:34 to go. Prowlers by 3. We'll take a timeout.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back to the Hive. 5:34 to go. Yellow Jackets trailing by 3. Wilcox at the free throw line.
I think that was a great timeout used by the Prowlers just to kind of, you could see the Prowlers reeling just a little bit, just to settle, get your breath back, get back into what was making you ahead. Now Wilcox with the free throw here. So it also gives the Yellow Jackets a chance to make an adjustment. So let's see what happens.
Wilcox has now hit 3 in a row at the Horseman free throw line. He makes it 4 in a row. As the free throw woes have turned around for Thief River Falls. Bloom, kick out, Reuter, the three-pointer, it's good. Cole Reuter hits a nice corner three-pointer for the Yellow Jackets. Back the other way. Zutz, a deep three from the corner, he answers. Gannon Zutz, his third three-pointer, and answers right back. 5 minutes to go. It's a 5-point Prowler lead. Bloom, the floater is good. Here's Wilcox to Zutz. Up top with it, Nelson. Left hand drives, stops, brings it back up top. Wilcox, the three off the back iron. Rustad skies and gets the board. Big rebound there for the Yellow Jackets. Reuter with it. Reuter left hand drives to the block. Kicks it back out, Rustad. Now Bloom with it to Swentek. They skip it to Reuter. He drives baseline to the hoop, jump stops, waits for the defender to clear and puts it in.
It's about as good a 4-minute stretch I've seen out of Cole Reuter all year, and you can tell these seniors don't want this to be the end, and that's what you got to lean on right now.
Wilcox drives, gets it to Zutz. He goes in the lane. Tough shot, doesn't go. Rebound to the Jackets. They have a chance to take the lead on this possession. Bloom to Swentek. Head fake there. He now hands it off to Reuter. Reuter thought about skies up. Now they pressure him. Up top, Rustad. Rustad, the three. No good. And the rebound grab there by Everett Nelson. And a timeout called by the Prowlers. 3:41 to go. Yellow Jackets trail the Prowlers by a point. We'll take a break.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank. Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Bees sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellow Jackets are my team, and United Community Bank is my bank.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Welcome back into the Hive. 3:41 to go. Prowlers now down to 1 timeout. Leading by a point. Wilcox with it. Wilcox gets it to Zutz. Now he's got to find help, and he does as he gets it back to Wilcox. Wilcox uses screen. Now he's going to go right with it. Spin. Bloom meets him there. Now gets it to Everett Nelson. Back to Wilcox. He will take a three-pointer. That's offline. Rebound grabbed by Rustad. And the Yellow Jackets Lance have done a nice job on the boards here in the second half.
Yeah, much better job of finding and locating, but they've stayed in man-to-man. They haven't been in zone as much. Zone's tough to find. I was almost thinking Reuter was going to pull the trigger as hot as he's been.
Swintek will miss everything on the rebound grabbed there by the Prowlers. Under 3 now as we're getting the winning time and big moments here at the Hive.
Somehow got to get Everett Nelson to the basket. He's been so good with that little float shot.
Kicks it out, a three-pointer offline on the shot there by Wyatt Nelson. Swintek leaks out. Ball on the floor, and the Prowlers end up getting a turnover. 2.5 and counting. Wilcox and the Prowlers thinking upset. Now Wilcox controls, left hand, stops, and is short, gets his own rebound. He's fouled and gets it to go. And a three-point play for Bridger Wilcox as he stretches the lead to 3. The foul's on Alex Bloom. And at the line, Wilcox with a chance to make it a 2-possession basketball game here at the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line. He's made 4 in a row. And he is short on that one, and the Yellowjackets get the rebound. Here's the Yellowjackets with it. Baker, now to Rustad. Into Swintek, outside, Bloom the 3. Straight on, no, rebound grabbed by Wilcox. 1:45 to go. The Prowlers will be shooting the rest of the way. Prowler fans encouraging their fans to get on their feet and make some noise with 1:35 to go. Driving, Wilcox, left hand, no, and a rebound to Rustad. Rustad with it now. Rustad to the corner, Baker, down low, Swintek, up top, Reuter. The extra pass, Bloom, the 3. Off the iron, no. Rustad crashing the boards, but Wilcox gets the rebound. And he gets bumped, and the foul will be on Bloom.
And that's going to put the Prowlers, like you said, into the bonus, shooting the rest of the way. But that's not all bad for the Yellowjackets. It's not been like easy street for them to make free throws. But I don't know in the big time of the game you want this guy at the free throw line.
Wilcox has hit 4 of his last 5. He gets that one. Stretches it to a 4-point game with 1:16 to go. Second free throw is short. He gets the board. Attacks the hoop, is fouled, and he's going to go back to the line. A long rebound goes back to Wilcox as they lost the shooter, and the foul is on the Yellowjackets. It's on Thiel. And Wilcox shooting 2. He calmly hits the first one. We got a timeout. 1:13 to go. Prowler fans feeling the upset. We'll take a timeout.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
Yellowjackets break the huddle. The Prowler fans making a lot of noise. They're thinking upset. They lead 68-63. Wilcox at the line. 1:13 to go. Wilcox gets that to go. Yellow Jackets up ahead to Reuter. Now Thiel, thought about it. Now clears, takes a three-pointer. It's good! Cypress Thiel, the three-pointer. And now a foul here on the near side. That's on Reuter. And Wilcox will be at the line to shoot two. 1:02 to go. Free throw, Wilcox, no good. Second free throw is the big one now for the Prowlers. He's short, but he gets a rebound as Nelson. Zutz with it. He's going to draw out, and a foul will be called on Bloom. That, I believe, is his fifth. It is. So that will close the book on Bloom. He finishes with 14 points. Nathan Rustad will come in. Nice round of applause from both the Yellow Jackets and the Prowler fans for Alex Bloom with 57 seconds to go. Zutz at the line to shoot two. And that one, he calmly sinks and was straight on.
And I think if you go back through this whole stretch, you can look at a lot of things, Jason. You're going to look at this last couple free throws, whether you make or miss for Thief River, and offensive rebounds got by Thief River where the Yellow Jackets just needed to get the basketball.
Reuter now. 50 seconds to go. He drives to the hoop, gets the layup to go. And now a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be on Reuter, putting Wilcox at the line with 46.8 to go. Wilcox has struggled of late. He was short on the last one, long on one of them as well, and the Yellow Jackets were unable to get the rebound. Free throw from Wilcox, gets that one to go, and probably a sigh of relief on that one.
Well, and you talk about getting into that double bonus. It makes that first free throw so much easier. You wouldn't think it would make a difference. It certainly does.
It's a 4-point game. Wilcox at the line to shoot the second. He misses that one. Reuter gets the board, and Wilcox closed quickly. Up ahead now, Thiel, the three-pointer. In and out, no, and Wilcox the rebound. They crash on him. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Thief River. The Yellow Jackets thought they might have gotten a steal or a foul or something.
Well, if you go back and look at that, Will Baker had him wrapped up. I can't believe they didn't call the foul. I think they might have been blocked, but holy moly, as it has no harm, no foul, so to speak, they'll get to take the ball back out of bounds here.
34.9 to go in the second half. Yellow Jackets trailing by 4. Prowlers get the ball here, getting it to Wyatt Nelson, who's fouled quickly. That'll be on Isaiah Farrell. At the line, Wyatt Nelson. Big free throws again at 72-68 with 33 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets at this moment still don't need that three right away, but if you hit them both, that changes things a little bit as he hits the first one.
I still think you go fast. If you can get to the basket, shoot your two. If you get stopped, kick out to a three-pointer, but get your two first because there's still a lot of possessions left.
73-68, second free throw is good as he hits them both. Reuter with it, 30 seconds. Now to Rustad. Rustad, long two, offline. Rebound grab by the Prowlers. They get foul and a big one there on Reuter. They're looking for the intentional foul. Maybe a little strong. Reuter's apologizing right away. Nice show of sportsmanship. a hard foul, just a physical playoff foul, and at the line will be the Prowlers.
And there's no intent there. That's what you have to do. You've got to get to the guy. And again, it's, to me, the blatant ones are you push somebody on a layup, those sorts of things. He was just trying to get the clock stop for the Yellow Jackets. And every one of these free throws right now, Jason, just makes this mountain all that more tougher to climb.
The Prowlers have hits of length from the free throw line, have stretched it to 7. We talked about free throws being key. They have been, and the Prowlers have capitalized.
Yeah, it's almost two different teams here from where they shot earlier to right now.
76-68. Reuter, a deep three. That's offline, out of bounds. A timeout called by Thief River Falls. With 15.8 seconds to go, the Prowlers are close to moving on. We'll take a break.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware right here in downtown Perham.
Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We're here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com. Welcome back. You can see the Prowler fans on their feet. They're excited. 15.8 seconds ago, they have the basketball. They're feeling the madness of March as the ball gets inbounded. And that will do it. The Prowlers cross half court. Shot clock is off. Their fans are on their feet. And the Yellow Jackets are knocked off by Thief River Falls by a score of 76-68. The Prowlers are moving on with the 8-point victory today over the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and they were good. They were even better than advertised, and I knew they had two players. I didn't know there were a lot of people that we'll talk about. Like Zutz comes to name. Every time they needed a big three-pointer, you seem like they called their name. And if you're the Yellow Jackets, there's a lot of things you're going to look back. I think you're going to go back and look at those free throws, and they were missed free throws, and you didn't get the rebound, and you allowed extra possessions for the Thief River Falls Prowlers.
Prowlers celebrating with their fans that made the trek down as they pick up an 8-point victory tonight over the Yellow Jackets and are moving on in the Section 8 2A tournament. We'll take a break, come back with your postgame show here on the 549 Media Network.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Welcome back into the Hive. The Thief River Falls Prowlers, the number 7 seed in the tournament, with a record of 14-9, come in and knock off the Perham Yellowjackets by a score of 76-68. And that's just a tough end for the Yellowjackets, but the Thief River Falls Prowlers, led by Bridger Wilcox, and the helping staff that he had tonight, just enough to get by the Yellowjackets tonight, and an outstanding effort it was by the Prowlers.
Yeah, and I think Coach Haberman set it up kind of in the pregame, not that he thought this was going to be the game, but the finality of all of this is so very tough. It's just, kids are playing now from age 4 or 5 on, and the games and the travel and the parents get to know each other. You can go through all of that, but these kids put a lot of time in, a lot of effort, and it's tough to put yourself out on display in front of people, and especially when it doesn't go your way like it did tonight on your home court. So, again, the Yellowjackets played hard. You just got to give credit to the Prowlers tonight. They had an answer every single time. The Yellowjackets would get up by 3. Prowlers would never let them separate that gap and get uncomfortable at any point. They were just really good tonight getting the things they wanted on offense.
We'll take a timeout, come back, have our Steve Sanitation player of the game, and we'll talk about scores from around Section 8 AA and the state. We'll be back right after this.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
I'm Ryan Rusted with United Community Bank. United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
Welcome back to the Hive as we wrap things up for the 2024-25 basketball season as it comes to an abrupt end here tonight at the Hive as the number 7 seeded Thief River Falls Prowlers knock off the Yellowjackets 76-68. They'll move on and play either Barnesville or DGF, and Lance, I believe you have an update on that one.
Yeah, Barnesville up 61-58 on DGF, under a minute to play. We talked about Pelican Rapids. They had defeated War Road, and East Grand Forks now up on Hawley 68-65 with under a minute to go. So if we get finals on any of those, we'll let you know. But back to what we talked about, probably more off air than on air. We really felt that this section could be won by a whole myriad of teams, and now you can throw Thief River Falls in the hat too. I just didn't see a separation between 1 and for sure 4 or 5. Injuries played a little bit of a part we thought might separate the gap, but now you're starting to look at Hawley was even in the mix, and they came here and played really well. Now they're taking the number 1 team right down to the wire here. So, again, this was a section that was built on this could happen. And it still doesn't make it. It still stings. It's still not any fun for the Yellowjackets. But at the end of the day, it's not surprising because we could have had 3 upsets tonight.
But the unfortunate thing for the Yellowjackets is it ends the careers of several seniors in the form of Alex Bloom, Kareem Muheisen, Cole Reuter, Will Baker, Tyrus Kudron, Maddox Swentek, and Aaron Zeman. Their high school careers come to an end here tonight. All of them had a role in this program as it continued to build under head coach Kyle Haverman. Some of them may not have saw the playing time, but they still did a lot of good things. And I know during the year, Maddox Swentek, I know he talked to us about the scout team, how great they were at working, and you know some of those guys were a part of that as well.
Yeah, and again, this is the worst night in sports no matter when this comes up, and it's the old cliches of only one team is going to go out on top with a victory, actually 2 in basketball or 3. But again, it doesn't make it any easier for the Yellowjackets, but they're going to look back and realize someday they were a part of something really great. And they took a team that started off a little shaky at first, and they just really did a nice job of having a month of February that was second to none. They just played so well. And again, once the sting kind of wears off and the hurt wears off, they're going to realize that their teammates were there for each other, and they'll have lots to talk about in the future. But again, I too would like to thank all of those young men. They just have represented the Yellowjackets really well.
Now to the other side of things, our Steve Sanitation player of the game for Thief River Falls, it's Bridger Wilcox. He leads the way with 35 points. Everett Nelson finishes with 22. Gannon Zuntz has 11, Wyatt Nelson with 8, but leading the way was Bridger Wilcox, and he really was the one that stirred the drink for Thief River Falls.
Oh, absolutely. He is better than advertised, seeing him in person, and I watched him on a couple films and got to see him play, and I thought, this is a really nice player, and then I saw him in person, and what he can do off the dribble, shooting. He had a little lull there at the free throw line, but hit them when they were needed the most. He's just a really, really good player, and he scored a lot of those points against a really, really good defender. Maddox Swentek I would put up as one of the tough-nosed defenders in Section 8 AA, and Maddox had everything he could do to shut him down tonight. As we're looking, Barnesville did go final. Barnesville 61, Dilworth Glenfelton 58. So Barnesville staves off that upset. And Dilworth Glenfelton had been kind of on a rocky road, came up with a win against Crookston and really almost came up and went to Barnesville and just about had upset number 2 for the night.
Well, the Final Four, once we get to the conclusion of East Grand Forks and Hawley, is going to have a unique look to it. Right now, 2 Heart Alliance Conference teams in it, 1 from the Northwest Conference, and then waiting to see if East Grand Forks or Hawley joins. And it'll be an exciting night on Wednesday at Concordia. No events after 6 o'clock on Tuesday due to caucus nights. So they will play on Wednesday at Memorial Auditorium in Moorhead. It'll be interesting to see how the teams match up and how they play. Barnesville and Thief, I think that's going to be a tough matchup for both squads. You got 2 type of players in Gannon Bullgreen and Bridger Wilcox that they're kind of the same style players that like to attack and are strong and physical.
Yeah, and I would have thought Bullgreen might get the tip of the cap on athleticism, but not what I saw to Wilcox tonight. If if Thief River's role players play the way they did tonight, Jason, that's going to be a really good game because I think both teams are going to lean on some of those players. Robidoux been playing just lights out for Barnesville as well. So, again, I think it's one of those that it's going to be one of those battle matchups, and you get on a bigger court. How are both teams going to handle that as well? Still waiting on East Grand Forks Holly. It's 72-68, under a minute to go. So can't make a final call on that one yet.
And that's East Grand in the lead?
East Grand is in the lead, so they came back.
They had a big deficit in the first half. So that continues to roll on. The finality of it, as we talked about, you can see players and fans here sharing hugs as the season comes to an end tonight for the Yellow Jackets. But I know it's a tough end right now, but this squad will have a lot to look back and cherish and memorize and remember as they continue to build forward and go on outside of basketball as well.
Absolutely. Great young men. They just did a great job. And I can speak as a dad here, not a coach, not a commentator. The toughest nights were the last nights, no matter where it happened. I had them happen in the opening round of section all the way to state third place matches. And none of them are easy because you love your kids, and as a family of Yellow Jackets, we just have grown to love to watch these guys. Now they will be alumni, and they'll be back on those nights watching and following along and cheering on for the Yellow Jackets. So again, we can't thank them enough for what they've done, and they've brought us a lot of nights of enjoyment, and it's just been a great night. And I can finalize this, that the Final Four is now set, Jason. East Grand Forks defeats Holly 73-68 in probably one of the best comebacks. I'll have to go watch that one, as they were down by in the 20s at one point to Holly, and they come all the way back.
So your scores tonight: East Grand Forks over Holly 73-68. Pelican Rapids knocks off Four Road 79-67. Thief River Falls over the Yellow Jackets 76-68, and Barnesville over DGF 61-58. That means Wednesday night in Moorhead, East Grand Forks will take on Pelican Rapids. Thief River Falls will take on Barnesville. We would like to thank our sponsors. This is our final broadcast of the winter sports season. We would like to thank United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, McCall Construction, Hammers Construction, Jack Chivers Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, New Horizons Realty, Hilltop Lumber, Marco, Nias Family Sales, Hanson's Plumbing and Heating, Perham Area Community Center, Bremer Bank, Steve Sanitation, Otter Tail Power, as well as Horace Mann. And we'd also like to give a big shout out to the fans that have tuned in throughout this season. We thank you for tuning in and helping make these broadcasts possible. It's been a lot of fun bringing them to you throughout the year. I also like to thank our administration here at Perham Public Schools, as well as Tanya Beachy, for all the great help with our graphics throughout the year. She has done a phenomenal job on those, and we're grateful for all the help that she has provided on these graphics. And I'd like to thank you, Lance, once again for all your great work during the season of wrestling and basketball coverage as well.
Yeah, my pleasure to be alongside you, Jason. You do, you know how I feel about you as a commentator. You're one of the best in around, and you make it a lot of fun to call games. And again, I'd like to thank everybody that's followed along with us, and it has been our pleasure to bring you this season of Yellow Jacket athletics. And again, not the way we wanted it to end, but rarely is that the case in athletics. So hats off to these young men again, as they deserve all the praise that you can give them.
We are working and hoping and have a plan finalized for our spring sports season, but for now, we thank you for tuning in. For Lance Rock and Jason Groth, and hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's 549 media production of Perham Yellowjacket activities. Tonight's broadcast was proudly brought to you by KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, and United Community Bank. Tonight's game was also brought to you by EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Horace Mann, Jack Chivers Realty, and Lakes Ace Hardware. Tonight's broadcast was also brought to you by these proud sponsors: New Horizons Realty, Nice Family Sales, Otter Tail Power Company, McCall Construction, and Hanson's Plumbing and Heating. Once again, thank you for tuning in to tonight's game on the 549 Media Network.